Welcome everybody, this is Robert Ricciardelli. I'm the founder of the Converging Zone Network, and I'm very excited to be with you here today. Well, whenever you guys get to see this anyway, it's today for me. I want to give you a little bit about my background as we get started and some of the things we're going to be initiating. Had a great conversation with Gary, and I go way back with you guys, probably about eight years, something like that. First time I was out there in South Africa consulting Tim and Gary as they were shaping the mining division and some other divisions. They were just getting started out there. So I'm very excited to be a part of this. Let me give you a little bit about my background. I'm a coach, a consultant, a trainer, a speaker, a writer. I'm actually a talk show host as well. With 25 years of executive sales and training and leadership with Fortune 500 companies. I live in the Seattle area. I'm married to Joyce, and I have two sons, Anthony 30 and Aaron 26, and a granddaughter, Alexandra, who's 3. Just a little bit about some of the successes I had. I think it's always good to measure your success. We want to be able to acknowledge people that are doing well out there in the field. And I was 11-time National Sales Executive Award winner for Boise Cascade and Office Max companies, and that's the top 2% in the nation in the growth in my territory over the prior year. I was also 18-time Inner Circle Award winner, which is a regional reps growth over prior year, and top 1% wage earner. Of course, in sales, usually you're getting compensated for out there doing a good job in the sales industry. Education, Central Washington University, focused on business and marketing, and Regent University, where I learned executive business coaching and life coaching and certified there. And R3, certified business consultant. We'll talk more about R3 as we get started, and breakthrough business and life coach training as well. I go a ways back, like I said, with Gary and Tim and their families. They are like family to us. We just love each of them and their kids, and so it's a lot more to this than just business for me. It really is relational, and it really is family, and hopefully you guys feel the same way about your company and the people you're working with. We've been to South Africa 4 times. Well, I've been to South Africa 4 times, and it's absolutely one of my most favorite places in the world. I got to even go into Zimbabwe last time I was there, which was very enjoyable too, since Tim and Gary are from there. And I care very, very deeply about the growth and success of CSI and Blue Cord because, like I said, these guys are family, and I'm taking it personally, not only professionally but personally, to do a great job and do the best I can for all of you, and as we build this thing together. And we are building this thing together, and we'll talk about that and how we're going to get started. When you're building a business, you certainly don't want to build a sandcastle. You definitely want to build on the right foundations. You want to build on a rock. Of course, a lot of us build on the rock, but we're talking about building solid foundations. And this includes a delivery system, which is our team, which is the systems, the technology we use, what are our offerings, the leverage we use, and of course, sales, revenue is key. Building on that kind of rock supports the path towards achieving authentic and sustainable success. We want it to be sustainable. We don't want to be a temporary success. We want it to grow and build upon previous success as we grow. Growth takes fresh thinking, and all of us, of course, I believe in God, and hopefully you guys do too. He created us to be creative. He created us to think, hopefully like He does, and hopefully in alignment with Him, but we got to have fresh thinking, and we need each other in that fresh thinking. So it's a good revolution. It's productive thinking that we want to go towards. And you really can't just learn from the past to improve the present. It takes looking objectively. It's what's needed today to contribute to the marketplace, the current marketplace that we're in. We want to light a match to it, and we want to see it catch fire and watch our businesses grow. We want to lay a foundation for leverage revenue, creating opportunities to fulfill our growing magnitude of mission. Each of us should have a growing magnitude of mission. Of course, the company, that's what they have. And we want to support that. And have a fanatical quest to practically support our team in every way we can. Foundation. This is some of the things we're going to go through initially. We want to know our business, our market, and know our strengths and what opportunities we have for us to grow. All of us can grow, and what are those opportunities? We want ongoing practical sales support and training. So we're going to get into some of that training. Ongoing collaboration with each other, because we're both students and teachers at all times. And I'm really relying on you all to really be involved, because no matter how much experience we have, we really can learn from one another, learn from the industry, and learn the optimized way to go to market. We want to be able to measure our activities and our successes, because part of that helps with succession, part of that helps uncover things that we can do to improve. So measurement helps. It's not to restrict us, it's to help us thrive. So we will have some measurement capabilities that we can track, and that will help all of us. We want to realign on a regular basis. Sometimes we've got to realign rigorously. And that's based on our needs and values and really opportunities. So sometimes there's some realignment. If there's certain things that we highlight or we've identified we need to take advantage of or pay attention to in our training, we're going to hit that first. We want to be able to set benchmarks. We want to be able to understand our business, what we're doing, our activities, and how we can optimize those opportunities as well. You know, one of the things that we've learned in some of the training we did, Gary and Tim's done it, I'm sure many of you have done it, is to live lives of integration. We want to live our lives whole, so that we live seamlessly, whether we're in business, whether we're in the home, that we conduct ourselves and we have the mindset of really giving God glory. And if you're not a Christian, it doesn't matter. Hopefully you're living for a greater purpose than yourself, for your family, and hopefully for your God. When your business is an expression of who you are, there's no competition. If you guys are doing everything you can do and that you are being everything you can be, there is no competition. Hopefully we'll talk about this, we'll have co-opetition, where we're working together and actually we're winning together, and that's exciting. It's very important that we're clear, that we gain clarity. We're able to understand the steps necessary to get there. When we're clear on what our goals are, we're clear what we must do, and at the end of the day we can look back on our lives and on our business and say, hey, we did the best we can. And that's where we want to go. And first we need to set foundation, set clarity, and then we can go forward. We want to be able to fulfill the vision. We all have a vision, and hopefully we'll clarify the vision for the business, as well as there'll be times we need to talk about our personal lives, because it's all integrated, right? If our family life's not going well, then our business life is not going to go well, and we can't have that happen. So we want to be able to have a real team where we're there for one another, at the same time fulfilling the vision and calling and skills needed in the magnitude of mission for the businesses that we're going to accomplish. And the delivery system is very important. How we deliver that to the marketplace, how we deliver the solutions, how we deliver the products. The path is always leading somewhere. It's not directed by what we say, it's directed by a focused and supported pursuit. So we're going to be focused, and we're going to be supported, and we're going to pursue excellence and drive revenue. One of the things that we're going to start with, number one, we've got to set up some systems, ways to measure, healthy measurements. We don't want, like I said, one thing about a sales rep, we don't want to restrict anybody. We want to enhance what you do. And some of that, you do need systems of support and systems to keep us tracking on a right pathway, and that's what we'll do. Initially, we're going to start with assessments. We'll talk about knowing ourselves and our team. It's good to know our strengths, weaknesses. We all have them, but we're all valuable, 100% valued, but we're all unique. And there's, like I said, there's strengths and weaknesses. What can we work on, and what are our strengths? We want to be able to work with the leadership team to talk about benchmarking of the positions. Right now there's not a lot of positions, but we're talking mainly about the lead business segment leaders and the sales reps going forward into the marketplace. We need to know the businesses and feel clear on the businesses, and I need to know them. So that's going to be some of my learning, is knowing you all and knowing your businesses. And I know the values are congruent because I know Gary and Tim. So the values, we want to continue to enforce those values when we're in the marketplace. We need to know the market. We need to know who is our ideal customer. What do they look like? What do they like? What solutions are we providing for them? And really, the sales training is for everybody. Everybody, including Gary and Tim, they need to be up on what sales is and how do we drive sales. So all of us will go through a level of sales training, and we want to be on the same page. And we realize that we're all in different markets. I mean, I don't know all the business segments, but obviously how we go into the marketplace and how we go after some of the revenue sales and generate them will be a little different. Some of the principles will be the same, but we'll have to navigate a little differently with the different business segments. And one of the things that I want you guys to begin to process, and you might have all these down, and actually we'll work together on this, so you don't have to have this down, and you may not even understand what some of these mean, but I can help you with it once we get started. But we need to know on your business segment, your value statement. What is your value statement? And maybe it's the same for the whole company, and that's something to talk about. What differentiates what your offering is in the marketplace? What sets you apart? How are you different? We need to decide and find out what is that makes us different than the others. Doesn't mean we're better. Hopefully we are, but doesn't mean so. But we are going to be different. We're going to be able to explain why we're different and why customers want to utilize us and work with us. We want to reimagine our businesses and have a visionary statement. What is that vision statement for the business? Identifiable KPIs, key performance indicators. What are those that we can identify? And some are tangible, some are intangible, and we'll talk about that and quantifying those intangible KPIs. And then KPI progress tracking. Gary and Tim have done some of those exercises, and we can touch on some of those. We obviously want to prioritize our focus. What is our focus? What do we got to prioritize and go towards that? What is our business right now as it stands? Where is it right now? We need to know where we are. Before we can go somewhere, we need to know where we are. We got to clarify our brand statement. Start thinking about a tagline for the business. A tagline, and we'll go through an exercise on that, is a one-line sentence. And we'll go through some examples of taglines. So start thinking about taglines. Unique value proposition. What are we actually proposing in the marketplace? What are we offering? What are the solutions? What are the products? What are we doing to meet the customer's needs? What are you presently doing for marketing? What are the marketing efforts right now in the business segments? I need to know that. We need to be clear on those things as well. Who's the target? Who are we trying to reach? And those are important things to be clear on. And if we're looking at the macro market segment, what sort of business are we going after? How large is the market in our business segment? How fast can it grow? How can it grow in the next 6 months? I'd like to see how fast it can grow in the next 3 months. That might be a little optimistic, but I believe we can see some growth happening in the next 3 to 6 months. What's it going to look like in 2, 3, or 5 years? Let's start having some goals. Let's start having some ideas of what it can look like and begin to move and take steps towards those. What trends can be identified and how will it affect our business based on those trends? I know you guys took some dips in the mining industry. Did you see the trends coming? And then how do you adjust to those trends? Those are some of the things we want to talk about for each of our business segments. Now let's take a look at the micro market segment. What customer pain are we actually resolving? What are we offering our customers? What solutions are we bringing? Will customers buy what we're proposing to offer, and why will they buy? Who precisely are our customers? What are our best customers? What do they look like? We want to know what they look like and what we provide for them. Do we have a detailed, accurate information about who they are, where they live, do business, what they do? It's very important to understand the market. Are there other segments that we could benefit, that could benefit from our offering? Are there other segments that we're missing? And these are some things we'll talk about. Of course, everybody wants to hit the bullseye, but we need to know what the target is. We need to have the bullseye in focus, and we need to have clarity for that. We don't know how we're marketing our message. And by a good message and by clarity, we will attract more qualified traffic to our offering, to our customers. We'll also improve our closing ratio by our process, by the systems we're going to be bringing in. It'll help improve our closing ratio, and of course including the training and everything we're going to go through and everything we will be learning from one another. In any sales force or any engagement with sales, and also work in our work day, we need to manage our emotions and our energy. It's very important. We're there to produce, we're there to do excellence, and we're not always going to be on top of the day emotionally. Things happen in life. But the more we can increase our energy, our focus, our clarity, and have energy to do so because we're motivated, there's actual motivation, there's a reason why we're there every day, and our activities justify and verify that our emotions and energy is there to the effort, we're going to be more successful. We're going to hit that target. And then we want to go just beyond satisfying customers. We want to have rabid fans. We want to create a tribe of clients that they're saying, we believe in what this company produces. We believe and trust that they're going to take care of us when they say they're going to. And because of that, we're going to refer them on to other people that would benefit from their offering. So we want to go ahead and go beyond just satisfying the customers, and we want to create fans of who we are and the companies we represent. And the exciting part, all of you, is that we're doing this together. If all of us do what we're called to do, utilizing the talents and gifts that God's given each of us, and every day go to work and participate in the activities that benefit us and benefit the company, we're going to see the growth of the companies happen. We're going to see revenue begin to generate in an increased fashion. We're going to see sales opportunities come and flow, and we're all going to hopefully have our hands raised and celebrate all the victories that we're going to have together and all the things we're going to learn together. So I'm excited about the opportunity to serve you and look forward to getting going here in the next week or two. All right, we'll talk to you soon.